Hello everyone and welcome to episode, wait for it, 1 of Jolly Programming. Now I know that sounds a bit weird, bizarre, but the idea is we're going to look at the very basics of programming in a fun-filled environment. That's the plan. Now in the past I've made video series for how to program a 2D game, for example, and I know, oh yeah, I can program a 2D game, awesome! People want that, but I keep getting lots of comments on I have this and this pdb.file.exe will not compile due to error, aliens invading from Mars, whatever it happens to be, just really complex errors, and that is because they don't know how to program, we don't know the basics. So the idea of this series is to learn the very basics, absolute basics, albeit in a rather annoying language, but it was my first language, and to be honest, it works, and we're going to be taking real baby steps, so we're only going to be introducing one concept in each video. It's going to be really simple, so like we'll introduce in this video, for example, how to output something to the console. In the next video, it'll be how to define variables and initializing them and the difference, blah blah blah. And we'll keep going like that, just short baby steps to keep everyone interested, and we'll keep adding to this program so we get something much bigger. Excellent! And also I should mention that somewhere in each video there's going to be a jolly tune. Okay? A jolly tune that you can vote for. Now, there isn't going to be one in this video because no one's voted yet, so in the comments below, just write down what tune you want. It can be anything. I prefer video game music because I'm a gamer, but it could be a theme tune from a TV episode, a movie, anything you want. The only exception is it's got to have like a strong melody. Okay? I know that's completely unrelated to programming, but that's what we're going to do. So, in video 1, the first thing we need to get programming is somewhere to program. Okay? Now, most people in the modern world, some still don't, use something called an integrated development environment, and what that is, it's a compiler, which is something that turns your code into something the computer can understand, and it's basically a text editor combined together with some tools for spotting obvious coding mistakes. And the one we're going to use, I'll just bring it up here, Microsoft Visual Studio Express 2012 Windows Desktop. Okay, so you just type this into Google, just Visual Studio Express 2012 Desktop or something like that, and you should find the Microsoft site, and all you want to do is select language, English, download, and basically install it like you would any other program. And here we see there's all the information if you need it. I don't, I've already done that to get us on our way. So, let's open Visual Express for Windows Desktop. Now we're just going to maximize this, and we're going to go straight to File, New Project. Okay, we are going to not choose Visual C#, we are going to choose Visual C++. Oh yeah, we're hardcore here. Win32 console application, make sure that's selected, and just put it anywhere you want really, Projects 1. Actually, I need to make a new folder for this series, don't I? Jolly Programming. I always get my folders crazy, so I have to keep it together. So, Lesson 1. You can call it whatever you want. It's irrelevant. So just click OK, then click Next, and then click Empty Project. Select the Empty Project box. Make sure Console Application is selected, and finish. And then we have an empty screen, ladies and gentlemen. How fascinating. Okay, our code is contained in a source file. It's just a file with, it's like a text. You can do this actually in a text editor if you want, but I recommend doing it this way. So we just select source files on the right here in the Solution Explorer, right click, add new item. Okay, so it default selects c.cpp, which stands for C++. That's where the source code goes. And let's just call this main. You don't have to call it main, but there's a reason I do. Most programs have a main area, and I like calling my file that. Ooh, I've just realized I'm going to have to increase the font. Okay, if you want to do anything like this yourself, Tools, Options. I've just thought, I hope this is showing up because I remember there's a glitch where these windows don't show up on the screen capture thing. Or you can't, like, the drop-down boxes don't show up. So hopefully I'll comment where everything is going. So I went to Tools, Options. I'm then going to Text Editor. I've not done this in a while. C++, General, tabs. Okay, first of all, get rid of this tabs. Indenting should be on none. Tab size 22. All that means is when you press the tab key, you'll get 2 spaces because tabs and spaces are different things, and I just don't want tabs to get involved because the formatting will go crazy. Oh, anyway, let's keep going. Where is font size? Am I being stupid? Is it actually in text editor up here? I can't remember. I've not used this Ah! I've not used this IDE much yet. So, environment, fonts and colors. Sorry, that's my bad. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing it so it'll appear much bigger if you're looking at this in like a low quality video stream. If you're not watching on high definition, you should still be able to read it. Okay, hash include IO stream. I'm not going to explain what some of this does for now. That's for a later video. And we're just getting namespace. That's better. Void main. This is the start of our program. Ugh. And that's it for now. Now, I'm not going to explain what this hash include IO stream does because it's not important for now. Just ignore it. Doesn't exist. Our program is void main and 2 brackets. Now, what we are doing here is we're declaring a function called main. Every C++ program has an entry point, and that is main. It is the main function. It must always be called main. You can't have capitals there. It's just got to be main. Okay? So, void main. These 2 brackets, or parentheses, depending on your philosophical viewpoint, tell you that it's a function. We're creating a function. So, void main. Inside here, we want cout, that stands for console output, 2 triangle brackets. And we are just going to write, very simply, hello world. Actually, no, let's do it a bit more enthusiastically than that, because, well, you know, we're supposed to be keeping this jolly, aren't we? Is that right? It looks right. Now, what we are going to do is click on build in the top, build solution, and down here you'll get a million errors, but not because this is a very simple program. But later on, you'll spend most of your time looking down there, okay? Now, what we do, or I should say what that did, is that has compiled this program we have here into machine code that the computer reads, so instructions that are run on the CPU, the GPU, depending on what you're doing. So, we click debug, start without debugging, and hello! We get hello world. Now that is really cool. And as far as the actual programming goes today, that's all we're doing. We're taking really small steps in these episodes. As I say, next episode we'll add variables so we can change hello world to something else and maybe ask the user their age, some conditionals, stuff like that. But I just want to go over really basic concepts. So all I'm doing is saying console output, whatever's in here. This just ends the line. Watch what happens if we remove this. Bear in mind, these 2 lines, 2 forward slashes, are a comment, so that's something else we've learned. 2 forward slashes will get rid of everything else on the line. And most lines on C++ must end in a colon, that's why I put that there. So we build our solution again. No errors, excellent. And this time, hello world, notice the press any key to continue is on the same line. So that's kind of ugly. And I'm going to show you the C way of doing this, because C and C++ are actually quite different. There's a lot extra in C++. But the old way of doing this, instead of having --n line, is just \n\n. Okay? Now, there are certain kind of special strings, and \n is one of them. It means new line. So putting 2 of those in a string will mean we get this. First of all, it goes to the next line, then the next. Cool. I don't really want to go into too much more. There are exceptions. I'm pretty sure \t is a tab, but I've no tabs for now. So we'll just return our program to its initial state, which is just this. Build solution. Start without debugging. Hello world. Press any key to continue. Excellent. So let's recap. We have installed the development environment. We have created a C++ file. And we have created this little program, and we know a little bit about this is a string. We are outputting a string to a console using the main function and our cout statement here. Very important. So that's the first lesson. That's all the coding we're going to do. And I lied before. I lied earlier. I said there wasn't going to be a jolly tune. Can anyone guess? What's it going to be? You know what? I've actually forgotten what it's going to be. Brilliant! This is the first episode of me being jolly and enthusiastic about programming, and I forgot what the bloody jolly tune is. Okay, I'm gonna have to improvise. Let's see. I'm gonna get this wrong. I've not practiced at all, and I can't even remember what it is. Think. Let's just screw it and do the jolly tune next time, okay? I cannot remember. That was supposed to be something. I can't leave you like that, guys. I really can't. I will kill myself. Wow, I actually can't do it. I'm really good at recording and I just can't play anything today. Screw it, we're not having a jolly tune. You'll get your jolly tune next time. I'm very sorry, guys, but anyway, that is the end of episode 1, and hopefully you've realised how insane I am. Good night, guys.